Hello everyone, welcome to iCodsware. I hope you guys are doing well and Happy New Year. In this channel, I am going to start a new video on SwiftUI. Well, I know SwiftUI is much more known to other people who are actually frequently using the Apple communities, but for them who don't know about SwiftUI, this video is helpful to them as well. So let's get started. Basics of SwiftUI. I know this video will be much more theoretical rather than some practical, but before jump right into the practical, we should know some basic knowledge. So this is something when you build your new project, this hello world screen will be appear in your preview section or maybe in your simulator. So let's start with what is SwiftUI. So well, the content is already written, but the SwiftUI is a kind of comparatory UI framework which is launched by the Apple in 2019. I know it's recent, but the SwiftUI is much more easier. It's the designing appearances and the behavior of the UI is very much good. In the background, you can see that. Well, it was launched for the iOS 13 and it is compatible with every Apple platform, macOS, tvOS, watchOS, or maybe visionOS. Yes, and then integrates smoothly, and it's designed with the user friendly. So it's much more easier, faster in the processing. Now, why to use SwiftUI? That's the common question because everybody uses UIKit, storyboard, right? Then why do we suddenly switch over to the SwiftUI? Well, it simplifies the UI development. Why? Because you're declaring something, from that you will get the idea that what is going on, and the fewer errors you will get. Suppose on tab, you are just getting that whole thing, but if you are using UIKit, you have to tab gesture, and then you have to enable it, delegates provided, and then you have to start coding. That's long process, but in here it's smooth, and it will automatically update the UI by previewing when you're using preview section without without running in your simulator. So, and the cross-platform compatibility as well. If you are making for the iPhone or iPad, you can also make it the same view will be appear on the TVs as well. So that's the thing, and the live preview you can see in the Xcode without running on your simulator section. Now let's come to the main point, what is the difference between SwiftUI and UIKit, right? So SwiftUI in the programming, SwiftUI and UIKit uses the same programming language, Swift, but SwiftUI is a more declarative and the UIKit is imperative. Now declarative means focusing on what to do. Suppose a user wanted to tap, so you just have to define them on tab on this view. But if you have to UIKit, you have to use on this button, on this tab action, tab inside you are providing it. So it's an imperative, it's focusing on particular views or particular functions or particular buttons or something, right? But it is much more easier in the SwiftUI. It is what to do. It's not how to do, it's what to do. Yes. And then code consistency. So it's much more shorter rather than UIKit. The code is very much easy to read. Sometimes UIKit's code is very much difficult to understand. SwiftUI's code is easily understandable. Data binding, it is built in with the property repos, which are very faster as compared to the manual state management we need to do, like delegates, or maybe on the button click, or this thing will be should change. So we have to change every property. But rather than doing that, we can just directly use a variable or built-in properties. Okay, from this screen to this screen we have to navigate, or this screen to previous screen. It's easy by the property wrappers. We don't need like, okay, we have to call navigation, or maybe we have to call Segwa or something like that. We don't need them. UI updates is like property wrappers that is used for the data binding stuff, but state and bindings are most of the required property wrappers as that, which is help in our frequent UI updates. Suppose when you tap, the screen's color will be changed. So you can move that by the state variable, that okay, right now it's green and then it's purple or something like that. But if you are using the UI kit, maybe you wanted to use the delegate methods, or manually you have to code it. So that's the long process. Cross platforms. So yeah, SwiftUI is available for every platforms. Well, UI kit as well, but the Vision OS came and it is not supporting the Swift. Vision OS is only supporting the SwiftUI. So yes. Okay, when to use SwiftUI and when to use UI kit. So if you wanted to use SwiftUI, what you can do is you need to define your idea or what the thing is behind it. For the new project, everyone suggests SwiftUI because it's much more faster. For the modern approaches, for the animations, for the seamless data binding experiences and live previews, you can use SwiftUI. But if you have already working on the project which is heavily built up on the UI kit, some maintenance project which is built up before the SwiftUI came in the market, maybe you can focus on the UI kit rather than go from the UI kit to SwiftUI. It is supportable. The UI kit is also work with the SwiftUI, but it is quite more comfortable when you are following the same structure. Or if you wanted to switch over from the UI kit to SwiftUI, then it's also easy available, but the features that you have to implement is complication. So yes, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like this.